All right, everybody, welcome to the 6:30 session. This is for Wednesday, the 9th of October. I would like to welcome Miss Emma to the stage. So Emma, when you're ready, go ahead and introduce yourself and your piece.
My name is Emma Nguyen, and I'm going to be playing Prelude Number 3 in C minor by Bach.
Well done, Miss Emma. How was that performance?
Sorry, what?
What was that, sorry?
Could you repeat
Yeah,
that
so,
again?
so I'm checking in to see now that you performed, how was that performance for you? How did you think it went?
Okay.
Yeah? Do you want to walk us through some of the things that went okay about it?
Mm-hmm. I
What were you happy with in that performance?
um,
Let's start with that.
I think I clearly projected like the notes.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought you had a really clear idea of the tone that you wanted. Yeah, for sure. And it was a good tempo as well. Were you happy with that tempo, and was it steady for you? Or do you think it could have been more steady?
Uh, I think it was good.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Listen back to the recording. See if you can find the spots then that you can continue improving in terms of the pulse. Because sometimes when you got a little bit excited, it did speed up just a wee bit. Yeah? So just make sure that you keep that very steady pulse the whole way through. Um, are there sections in this piece that you want to bring out louder than others?
Um,
Or are you planning to play everything at the same dynamic? What's your plan of attack?
I'm thinking of adding dynamics, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure where.
Well, have a listen to the harmonies especially as it goes down the keyboard. For instance, this part here. Right? Can you hear how that's a peak? And then every time it continues repeating the same note, right? You can hear it. So play around with some of these ideas here. One thing I would actually play around with as well is playing them as block chords. Have you done this exercise before?
Yeah.
Right? But not only play them as block chords, but listen to how the harmonies evolve from one to the next. Right? And then ask yourself, okay, which harmonies sound more strong or have more of a voice? Right? Highlight those ones. The ones that have less of a voice, bring those back. Yeah? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like if you go from here, from this chord, can you hear how it's headed to this F sharp? And then So sometimes we have harmonies that sound like they're very bright and open, and sometimes there are certain sounds or harmonies that sound closed. If you don't know at first or you can't tell, that's okay, all right? But do listen and just take some guesses for yourself, and it'll come, all right? And you can use that to help base where you want to change add dynamics. When the harmonies are quite intense, you can make that a bit louder. When the harmonies are a little quieter, that are not as strong, you can make those quieter. Yeah? All right, excellent. Let's keep on going around the room. Ethan, do you have some thoughts for Emma?
Mainly just that, like, I agree with what you said, like, about the dynamics and stuff.
Yeah. And the dynamics will come based on how the music sounds and how the harmonies build. Cool. What about you, Elena? Any thoughts for Emma?
I feel like she played the tempo really well.
Yep,
Yeah,
I
that I
thought so too.
made it sound really clear to the audience.
Yeah, it was good execution. It was good projection. All right, Emma, go ahead and watch this video back, and then you can take your own notes. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Well done. All right, Miss Elena, you're up.
All right. My name is Lana, and I'm going to be playing the harp.
Bravo. How was that performance? Went by in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
Yeah?
fast, I feel like.
What was that? Sorry?
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Yeah. But is this a final
Felt,
tempo for you?
yeah, I felt like the tempo was at an okay speed this time because I've been playing it really fast lately. Way too fast.
Yes. But now it has a little bit more time to speak, would you say?
Yeah, that.
What does playing it slowly provide for the listener?
I mean, for this one, you can tell that there's a pedal playing and it sets the mood of the song. You can tell.
Yeah, that's it. And you can also hear it's like the harmonies in Emma's piece. Some harmonies are quite bright and then some are quieter, right? Some are
Yeah.
open, some are a little bit more closed. So this is what you can experiment with and bring out more when you're playing slower. But yeah, there's nothing much more to add to that. I think the tempo that you have is fine. The pedaling is on point. The only thing now is perhaps when you have piano, bring the volume down even more. Like really pull us in. Yeah. So that and then compare. You listen to this recording and compare whether your P really was a P compared to the MF. All right. Okay. Cool. Thanks for that, Elena. Nicely done. All right, and we will continue to Mr. Ethan. Ethan, go ahead and introduce your piece for us.
Okay, so I'm Ethan. I'm gonna be playing Albert Einstein by Dr. Ludwig.
Well done there, Mr. Ethan. Some great improvements from the last time that you performed this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Really, I feel that you're becoming more connected to the piece. You're becoming more connected to the different characters. And you're feeling a lot more comfortable navigating your way around the music. Is that right? Would
Yeah.
you say so?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I especially loved how you played this Tranquilo section. This was beautiful. Yeah. Just let it sit still and take your time. Wonderful. What are some things about that performance that you are happy with?
I think. Well, the beginning was a lot. I made the left hand a lot heavier than it used to be. I think I
Yes.
really like that.
Yeah.
And then
And now it really sings out. And also this, right? Allowing that to glisten. Very good. What else? What are some other things that popped out at you?
the pauses like in between kind of sections like and then between that section I think I did those okay.
Yeah. Those pauses are important so that we can say goodbye to the previous section. Give us some time to think what's going to come next, and then just hit them with right.
Yeah.
Because if it just went straight into it, I guess it would still be epic. But there's something about having a little pause there, so you hold your breath, and then you hit you bring down the downbeat. Yeah. So that's cool. So keep that in mind. Left hand, treat it like a melody. Yeah, really treat this bass line like a melody so that it sounds musical and it's not just heavy bass notes. These parts were great. The way that you play these accents, wonderful. Brought those out. Your crescendos and your decrescendos, these are really effective. Keep doing those there, all right? Because it makes it sound like it's swelling, right? So you're pulled into, I don't know, like a black hole and you're spat out the other end, kind of deal. Yeah. So it should be really unworldly. This was all wonderful as well. Keep singing your left hand. Understand where your thumb has to be placed at all times.
Yeah.
Because it's your thumb that will do the leading. If it doesn't know where it's going to go, then that's where things get a little bit lost. So just really focus on getting that thumb navigated a bit more carefully. This part was all good. Well done on all of these here. I can really hear you now going up to... Good. All right. Take us up into space. Fly. LJ section, as I said, wonderful. And the way that you end as well. Very nicely done. Emma, do you have some thoughts for Ethan?
I think his playing was really good.
Yeah.
His balance was nice, and I don't really have anything for him to work on.
That's right. Yeah, you're right, though. The balance was pretty good. And what about you, Elena? Some thoughts?
I feel like, yeah, his tempo was steady. He didn't like break after any points of time to figure out the note or anything.
Yeah, that really helps, right? You can tell when someone really knows the piece of music because it just flows and they know where they are at all times. Yeah, really good, Ethan. All right, well, that is the end of that session there. Do, as I say to everybody, do watch these videos back so that you can hear how you play, figure out where to improve for next time, and then continue celebrating what you're already doing, because the way that you guys are playing, there's a lot more articulation, it's a lot more thoughtful, right? But we can continue adding more to our playing, different layers, and maybe slowing things down a little bit, just to add new dimensions to how we play our music. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you again at the next seminar. Take care, everybody.